This is a Sprint 2 recap for potsdammerplatz. Team members are as follows: Miles as the Scrum Master, Steven as the Git Master, Kyle, Garrett, and Zachary. This week's main focus was functionality and user interface. We focused on a more intuitive user interface and functionality to represent tasks, user stories, and sprint tracking. You'll also see a little bit on the wiki page, team member makeup, etc. So we tracked all of this on Taiga. You can see here, I'm going to scroll through. This is going to show the user stories and who did what. Out of this, we had 9 user stories in total, 19 tasks. Of the 19 tasks, 17 were completed. 2 tasks are going to carry over to Sprint 3. Overall, we feel like we are able to present substantial improvements to the product that we have. All right, so there's that. So with that, I'm going to switch over to our program. This is ran through Orchestra. Orchestra is ran through Gradle, and you're going to see what we've gotten accomplished so far. So one of the user stories was create a user story to add to the backlog. So if we go over here to backlog, you can see that we have user stories that are able to be created. These are just very simply clicking here, going through, creating a new user story, entering in all the information. You can set points. You can set tasks based off of those as well. That's user story 33. 32 was completed by Zach. 33 was completed by Kyle and Garrett. Moving forward, we changed the user interface a little bit to represent more of a Scrum board, and that is with total points completed, points completed, the sprint that it belongs to, status, progress. That was all completed by Miles. User story 51, which was a carryover, that's update, version, and build number. That was completed by myself. So if we go here to About Orchestra, we can see here version and build number are updated. We've created a document to show how those updates are to be made to the program. User story 53, create team members for tracking. That was completed by Miles. So if we go here to team, you can see we have everybody entered and it displays all their information. And this is for team potsdammerplatz. User story 55, this is assign value points to tasks. So if we go back to the backlog here, if we click on a task, you can see value points can be assigned here. This was completed by myself. User story 56, run unit tests through the IDE and Gradle. That was completed by Miles. I'm not going to be able to show that going through this right here. However, they are there based off of what we learned during week 4. User story 57, show the completion status of each of the user stories on a sprint. That's a work in progress currently. That's being worked on by Kyle. That's going to be calculated based off of progress and points, etc. And user story 58, create tasks attached to the user story. That was by Garrett. I think I already showed that here by showing a user story and then a task. So overall, it was a great sprint. We were able to get a lot done. We had frequent meetings, Wednesday, Sunday, Tuesday, 7 p.m., 3 questions. We were able to answer all of those questions relatively easily, which gave us a little bit more time to divulge into some issues each one of us were facing. And as a team, we were able to come together and solve those issues and get people moving forward. Do we think that we met our sprint goal? Yes, we feel as though we met our sprint goal and we were able to present a product here that has had substantial increase in its productivity, its usability, and its tracking. And that is an update on Sprint 2 for potsdammerplatz. Thank you.